done it already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop.
Excuse me, coughing at the beginning of the stream. Hello and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I'm your bearded dungeon master with a cold who starts coughing as soon as we begin. I'm sorry. It's not infectious over the net as we speak yet. So
I got the coronavirus.
Yeah, you guys have now just been sprayed with disease. Yeah, so with me today I have in the roster, dealing with the roster. Anyway, yeah. Craig, tell us about your character. Yeah, fuck you. Right in.
Friendship forever.
Free time. Yeah, I play Craig, reptilian bugbear fighter, big pink scaled whirlwind with 2 claws and axe bladed jaws, exile from his homeland. Craig is the original murder hobo.
Yeah.
Ching!
That was good. No prelim, straight in.
Heavily recycled.
Like a ninja. Max, give us a lowdown
Hi.
on your miscreants.
And I play a character called Bog. I'm here today. This is my third meeting and I've relapsed.
D&D is good therapy.
I did it again. I didn't.
Sir, this is a book club.
I didn't mean to. Shut up! I'm talking. You can have your books back in a minute. I disintegrated him.
Disintegrators Anonymous.
It was just a go.
It's been 2 weeks since my last disintegration.
It was gang approved death.
Yeah, I feel like I was pressured into it. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always someone else's fault.
Peer pressure.
What I need to get to is the root cause of the problem. Why do I like disintegrate? I think it started with my father.
Gateway disintegration.
Okay, I'm nipping this in the bud right here. Next character, please, Max.
Bog had sex with an ooze. It was kind of disgusting because I was still there.
Anyway,
Okay, yeah.
Imagine someone just tuned in.
Pat, you're next.
All
up
right,
to
okay.
bat. Pat's next up to bat. Everyone, I made a rhyme.
What?
All right, and in this corner, at 5'10" and weighing just enough to be unflatteringly chubby, it's Sif, your local monk and shit. And he's ready to kick your ass with his wrists. Just his wrists, not his, like, wrists.
The rest of him is incredibly weak.
He's ready to punch your butt.
For some reason, having lived in a monastery completely devoid of women, his wrists are incredibly strong.
It's from all the knitting.
It's from all the knitting, you're absolutely right.
No women
Okay,
there to do it.
Someone had to do it. It's a woman's job, right?
Yeah.
Send your complaints to misfitsandmonsters@gmail.com.
Don't send them to Pat. Don't send them to Misfits and Monsters. We've already got enough fucking heat on us on the online's shit for having opinions. Yeah, Mike, tell us about your business.
Did you say Mike? Yeah,
I did.
that's me. I am Mike. I am playing Ezra, bringing a little bit of charm and sophistication to the Misfit rabble, testing the might of pen and sword. He strives for feats of heroism worthy of his own tales. He talks a lot, talks a big talk, not so much walking. Working on that.
You can't walk the talk. You walk the walk.
You can walk. I've not got
I've seen you
He
walk.
doesn't walk, he struts.
Oh,
He's a
Peacock.
peacock.
Around.
toes.
Dang.
All right, Kat.
Hello.
You next.
I'm Kat. I play a fiery purple skinned tiefling Kayla. She's a battle mage with an affinity for flames and whips. That's her thing.
Is that it? That was brief.
That was quick.
That was brief.
But for a brief one.
Okay.
She was in and out before you knew it.
Yep.
All right. And that has.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm really behind, so I'm
That's
doing
cool.
stuff while you guys are doing this. I'm not prepping. Last
So,
minute.
pad for time.
I'm not
Has
prepping.
stretch it out.
Oh man, I've got a short one today. But hello there. I'm Haz. I play the collective, somewhat ineffective, possibly infested adult detective.
Oh.
Troubleboy.
Detective.
For your inquisitive need and intimidation skill checks.
He got done 70 hours of overtime.
Oh, so you finally found out, huh? You do have the heart.
Okay.
I constantly work overtime. That's my life. I should have said that. But we get fired now.
Fired.
Yeah.
Right. So, what happened last session? You guys are on your last day with the dung sweepers, and after something dramatic that happened in an art gallery where you nearly got caught trying to steal things
Where
and
we
escape.
were really
Oh yeah, Pat wasn't
no one
here.
noticed.
Okay, yeah, Pat wasn't here last week, was he?
Okay,
Yeah,
refreshing.
conveniently, I was after leaving a mess. I disappeared for a
You
week.
skedaddled. Yeah.
What happened?
So
You died.
after you
He resolved the situation
big when you should have
amicably,
zagged.
quietly, professionally, and left calm.
And then
We
we summoned
also-
loads of illusions that made some families kill themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows who wrote it down.
Maybe bending.
Just read it out for me, because I want to know how badly you fucked up.
Hey man, we're alive.
Yeah.
And we didn't get caught.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yep.
It's like you guys are pretty good when I'm not around.
We might have terrified a whole street of people. But
Also, we did traumatize a child.
Nice.
Oh, yes, yeah, that was.
that
Oh
happened.
shit.
I only do that in real life.
Yeah, one of the kids that's been taunting and taunting you basically throughout this dung work 10 days, threw a rock at you and called you some names, grazed Camberlin's arm, and you gave chase to the little snot and
Made him
He
shit
was
his
making
pants.
poop
Yeah.
himself.
We paralysed him so he couldn't
Absolutely
move. And then scared the shit out of him.
yeah,
Nice.
creating yet more work for the dung sweepers.
Yeah, that's how you do it with a kid.
You scarred him for life. He won't come back to haunt us.
And
in
that was pretty much
10
the
years.
last bit, wasn't it? Wasn't that the last thing that happened? What?
That was the last thing that happened, if I remember.
We,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
we
mean,
went
I'm very glad to hear that opinion about treating kids from 2 new parents I know.
Yeah, we're sharing how it's done, right?
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, because that was down lane, so we got a roll.
Leading by example. Yeah, so roll. Please roll. Who wants to do it for this session?
Pat.
You know what? I haven't logged in.
What am I rolling? Two sixes, right?
3.
3.
Okay. I always get this wrong. 7, 10.
10. Moving 10, Craig.
Brindle Alley.
Oh, man. Where the glove is, right?
Diagon Alley?
Brindle Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Yeah, that.
Say Brindle.
Yeah.
S6.
6. How close is this to things that I want to do? Oh, this is brilliant. This is perfect. Okay, so as you load up into cold...
That does not sound good. Why?
It's almost like I planned it.
That's what he was fudging papers. I saw him.
So as you guys load back up into the Dung Sweeper's carriage and Cole G's the horses up to take you to Brindle, while you're on the way, you notice on the roofs, I'm not going to make you do any perception checks for this because it is patently obvious, a vast number of black-clothed humanoid figures start rising up from the rooftops lining the buildings of the streets that you're travelling down.
Do they start singing the chant from the Dark Knight?
No, but they do start singing the oh, if I can only find it.
It's not the brown note again, is it?
No.
Where's the chant? What was it? Where was it?
I look at everyone, I'm like, don't look at my guys, but we kind of got an audience.
Here it is. So they all start singing. Stinky men have no class. Clean what comes from a donkey's ass. Stinky men down in their luck. Drink till they don't give a fuck. Stinky men wish they could quit because they walk around covered in shit. And they just keep repeating that over and over and over.
Do they look like adults?
They do not look like adults. Proportionally, they look like they are a range of ages between maybe 6 to 15. They look like they are youths.
Did you say they're hooded as well?
They're all wearing black, and
They
as they stand up, they pull their cowls back to reveal their youthful faces, and they're all chanting, and it's getting more aggressive and more vicious the more it goes on, and the more they repeat it. And then they all start to pick out like projectiles from their pouches around their waist, and some of them are even armed with slingshots. And Cole is like, "Oh fuck!" He's like, "I knew we shouldn't have bullied that kid. Like, get up, come on, get up, get to the quarter white pole." So I would like all of you to roll a dex saving throw, please. As you are suddenly pelted by an uncountable number of projectiles.
Both Bog and Grog get hit by whatever, because they roll really bad.
Dex. Okay.
$24.
24.
Brumble
Okay.
got 13.
19. When at an opportune moment, I'd like to cast a
Spell.
Oh yeah, same.
Okay. So did anybody get below 15? So
Yes.
yeah. So those of you that got below 15 are going to take. I need a few more d6s for this. Here we go.
I will straight up murder these kids. I'm just gonna tell you that.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you are hit from multiple sides by various shapes
Fuck them
and
kids.
designs of
What's
projectiles.
funny about that
Fuck them
is
kids.
that's more damage than like level 3 warriors
You've
do.
been hit by like
A lot of them,
50 plus like pellets of various
It's
kinds.
a small army.
It's like you guys are literally being stoned like from above by like hundreds of kids. And
Even more stone.
Cole careens down the alley towards the Court of the White Bull, and as the carriage enters into this open circular square, it's completely deserted, and he rears the reins up to pull the horses to a sudden stop, like, yeah, stop, and he's like, oh shit, and he looks around at the rooftops surrounding the area, and like hundreds more of the kids rise up on the roofs and suddenly like filter out the alleyways to block your exit points. And
Go through them.
so what are you guys going to do?
Make the.
Which way do we want to go?
Can anyone make the horses go faster so we can just get like just.
How close are they?
I can't run down kids.
Are they kids though, or are they oozes? I'm pretty sure they're oozes.
Do a...
Give it to Bog. He can't run at all.
I know. How far away are they from us, by the way?
Perception check.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll answer you in a sec. Sorry.
24.
24. From what you can observe, these all seem to be real children of various races, but they're all humanoids and various ages, but they appear to be
Good aligned, I can't kill them.
they are. So, Cole's like, what are we going to do? So, Haz, what is it you wanted to say there?
Oh, I just want to quickly ask, how far are they from us, roughly?
Well, if you've skidded into the centre of the court of the White Bull, which is unusually absent for this time of day, it's clear. There's no other pedestrians out. And there's no stalls set up. Nothing. So let's say it's like 200 feet by 200 feet, roughly. I don't know. It's quite a big area. What would you?
Okay.
You guys find the court of the White Bull on the map, and you tell me what.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's quite
How
big.
approximately big would you say that area? It's a pretty big area.
Oh yeah. What? It's like
It's about 200 by 200, I'd say. Like,
200. Yeah, it's bigger than a street wide.
yeah,
So
it's
bigger than a few streets wide.
circular plaza, where things go on normally that aren't going on today. It's like they've funneled you into this area on purpose.
Can I cast enlarge reduce on Grog?
Yeah.
And make him big?
Yeah. What the rest of you guys want to do?
I'm going to. Which direction should I ask? Who's at the reins of the?
The foreman of the stun sweep.
Yeah, so I'll ask him. Which way do we want?
Well, you tell me. That every exit is blocked by a whole.
Okay. Whichever exit looks the
Well,
least.
we could take Salabar Street, and that takes on to River Street, which is like a main road.
Sure. So in that direction, I'm going to cast command on 5 of the kids that are blocking our way, like the biggest looking, toughest looking 5.
Okay.
So they need to make a wisdom saving throw, and I'm going to just say, "You should flee."
Okay. So wisdom saving. So 12. So that's a failure. So 5 of those kids in that group that are blocking the exit to Salabar Street, like suddenly just like and just run like the opposite way, and their companions just like where are you going? Oh! And they like grab them and hold them in place, and it's like, and one of them steps forward and says, "You're going nowhere." And he goes, and he whistles, and you hear this thudding sound as this colossal humanoid, who you recognise as being
Oh
the
wow!
Goliath gladiator
Oh,
that
shit.
you've had various run-ins with throughout this period, except he is maybe 2 or 3 times the size of what he was before, as though he might have had an enlarged spell cast upon him.
Okay.
And he strides into the thing, he's like, "I will have my father's sword and my mother's shield if it kills me."
Who are you?
Very well might.
He's like, "You know my name!" And he runs into the square, and then from other alleyways, like 4 or 5 other warriors enter into the courtyard. One of them is a she looks to be like some kind of veteran cleric. She's got armor that is scored and tarnished in multiple places, and her face and hair is this patch is missing, and her face is scarred from various wounds. And then there's also an elaborately robed middle-aged man. His robes are red and of like quite elaborate and fine design. And then there's also a there is a what looks to be a half elf, or maybe has some form of sylvan blood in his ancestry. Emerges holding a what does he hold? Oh, hang on.
Oh,
He holds a lot of insecurities.
No, he has a sword, and he draws it, but he also has what looks like a quill in the other hand, which he also
That sounds
draws.
quite insecure.
And then there is a where is it? Sorry, last minute prep. A hulking dwarven figure strides in, stocky, brutish looking, broader than any dwarf you've ever seen before, and his armour is made of various combined hides of creatures that he's evidently slaughtered, and he has all sorts of fetishes and things woven into his hair and on like a chain around his neck and festooned around his waist.
are we fighting?
He draws a rapier.
Oh.
And then, what's the last one? And then I've got two more. And flipping from a rooftop down onto the floor with like amazing agility, a green-skinned, pointy-eared, goateed figure of unusual species that you've never encountered before. Like reveals himself and goes into some complex, uncomfortable-looking martial stance.
They're rough, but worse.
And then,
That's your defense.
Kill the monk first.
and then a dark cloud begins to manifest.
Strike him, Legolas! Bring him down!
A dark cloud manifests, and as it thickens and grows more voluminous and taller, a figure resolves in the centre of it, and it dissipates to reveal a hooded, like dusky woman with what looks to be like a leather face mask covering like the majority of her features other than her mouth, and she's carrying some sort of weird staff that's like a double-headed like dragon skull staff, and on her shoulder is some form of cackling like manic imp like beast.
She's out of school.
And the kids say to you like,
This is your end. It is as far as you go. Our new masters will scourge the world clean and make it new and better for us all.
Oh no.
And you stand in our way.
Oh my god, they're fucking Uzis! Kill them all!
and
No, I'm pretty sure they're not Uzis. I just checked.
and then the kid in the lead says,
Camlin, now is the time.
Oh, fuck them kids! We're talking about.
but Camlin in the back of the open carriage, he's like, and he looks at you all and he's like,
Yeah, I knew you were a fucking suspect.
I won't, I can't, I don't think I can now, I'm not sure,
We were always nice to you, Camlin. Remember that.
I want you to do a group persuasion check for me, please. So I want you all
shit,
to
yeah.
roll persuasion. And now
All of us?
tell me all of your results.
What is it? Just straight up roll.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion, sorry.
Group. Just shout out the results.
I got nat 20
16.
Ah, sick.
24.
plus 3.
I got 20, but not a natural one.
Nice.
So 16, 20, 24, 20, what else?
19.
13.
Yeah.
These are really good rolls.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Mine would be 23, but it was a nat 20.
Okay. I'm missing one.
Just FYI.
16, 23, 24, 20, 19, and
13. 1 3.
13. Okay, so
Still respectable.
that's like an average of like 20, 22 or something. That's great. Fucking hell. So
You got the maths.
let's hope I
Good
don't
as
roll
speed.
really well for his
It's because we love you.
4. So
power
Cameron's
of
like,
Nice.
he gets when he's like, I won't do it. I won't. These are my friends now. I can't and I won't. I've changed my mind. He's like, I stand with them. Do what you will. I've not betrayed them. I'm a dung sweeper.
Oh.
And
That's
just,
how you agree.
yeah. He's like, fuck you. Bring it on.
I like your shit and I like it.
Can I like sort of shuffle over to Ezra and go?
Now's the time to polymorph into something real big.
Can do. How does a T-Rex sound?
What's a T-Rex?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like the sound of that. Okay.
Have we got a horse on this car?
Yeah.
Yes, there's 2 horses on the front of it.
Is it a terrible idea to put him off the horse?
That sounds like an awful idea. Do it. Do
As
it.
far as I'm concerned.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Man, that's what
away
we
we
do.
go.
What
That's the
what
way
could
the
go
cookie
wrong?
crumbles.
T-Rex
could roll
and
another
can't control?
character.
This seems fine.
I can roll another character. What a way to end the show.
We were
So,
all hit by a T-Rex.
I'll let you all do like one thing as prep before, because you would have been given the chance, like knowing you're in the shit from this, what preceded this showdown. So you can all do one thing to get ready, and then we'll roll initiative. So you tell me all what you're doing.
In that case, I'll cast mirror image first up.
Okay.
So illusionary duplicates of me appear by my side. There's 3 Ezras. Thrice as magnificent.
Well, it goes to +6, probably. It's better than something lower. Yeah, but I'm going to do most of my actions. Well, he's already in March. Actually, that's a good point. This is March, I think March is
Okay.
maybe wait.
So what we all doing then? What's the plan here?
Oh, Aaron, can I, because all this stuff's been going on, can I, where is it? Know your enemy.
Yes. Is that what you want to do? As your?
And I'll look at, let's think. The one, the sandy wind, whirlwind person.
Yeah.
Can I scan them?
Yeah. Okay. So the one that manifested out of the cloud with the leather face mask.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And what is it you want to know about them?
Intelligence score, because then we can cast spells on it.
It's the one thing I can't learn is intelligence. I can learn Dex, Con, AC, HP, and total class level.
HP.
HP, yeah.
HP. So 78.
Ooh, okay.
So you estimate that they're probably not as physically hardy as some of the other opponents, but that's not to say that they don't have other abilities to make up for that.
I think we need to focus our DPS on the monk.
Yes.
It'll be the one that just hit us all about 40 times.
What is a monk-on-monk fight like, I wonder?
Are we just taking our appropriate doubles and fighting our doubles? Is this how this works?
I'm up for that. That'd be fun.
So I'm guessing the one with the weird face mask and the fucking creepy imp is my double, right? Because that thing.
Is there range? Is some of them ranged? Like, would any?
Well, the spellcasters will be.
The spellcasters, yeah. Where are they positioned right now?
Have you got a map up?
No, I'll bring one up in a second.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, it's easy then, Craig. I'm eating too many of them.
Is there an equivalent of Nick?
Is the equivalent of you the like main guy
No,
that we stole the sword of?
I think that's my enemy, isn't it?
It's his nemesis from the Yawning Portal.
Yeah, I know that, but like, or would it be the equivalent though of? Because it's like the tank character, right?
Looks like he's fucking small now.
I've enlarged Grog, he's double the size.
So they'd be like, you son of a bitch.
It's like I'm in Hulkbuster armor,
Good sleep.
and all the other little shit Avengers are next to me.
Sacrilegious.
Go on, Thor, use your smell.
I only know what to do.
It's twirl.
Well,
Grog is gonna drink a potion of frost strength that we have from the potion person.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't we also have a? What was the other potion we had?
We had a potion of invulnerability.
Yeah, invulnerability. For a minute. You have resistance to... It's only resistance to damage though, I think.
And we had a potion of speed, a potion of greater healing. That was it, I think.
Okay.
I think we should save invulnerability because it is like the best potion that you can get.
So, what are your initiative rolls? Have you done them yet, or are you still plotting?
Nice.
26.
21.
21 here too.
26.
Gonna have to fight me.
23.
Oh,
24.
Oh, we're
Rolling really well.
Oh!
We've got some good
We all
rolls
rolled.
today.
Everyone's doing really well on the roll.
20 just there.
26, did you say, Ezra? What did you get?
Yeah, I rolled a 20 and I have +6.
And what did you get, Bramble?
23.
Okay, and Cray Cray?
I got 26 too.
Wow, alright.
Are we just using up all of our good rolls on?
Grog.
Uh-oh.
24.
Probably.
You guys are stacked all at the beginning.
I rolled really well. So.
You're all stacked at the beginning.
We'll
Nice.
obliterate them.
Knock on wood.
Alright, so Ezra, you get to go first. So, what are you doing?
Oh, can we do things before our actual roll, were we saying?
Oh, yeah.
Or...
Are you guys doing anything before?
Yeah,
Did
you
we
can-
want... Is that okay?
I've
yeah,
cast
give you a
mirror
chance to
image.
do one thing.
Is it an action thing, or is it an attack thing, or
It's
is it
not an attack. I'll let you do like one preparatory thing, like a buff or a defensive thing or a trap.
Could I do
or...
darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah? I wanted to do it, like, on the ranged, so like on the spellcasters,
Okay,
towards
I'll
the
just
back.
bring up like a rudimentary battle map for you guys to refer to.
Ah, yeah.
I'm not even going to use this guy's sword against him. I'm just going to hit him with my club.
So,
Maybe we should give him sort of go away.
Yeah, we could try and solve this peacefully.
Do what you're so
that a joke?
peacefully.
You've unleashed my true form. Murder hobo.
okay, so I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do. You're kind of all clustered in the middle, and there's these various assholes.
Assholes to the left of me.
Buttholes to the right.
Position yourselves where you want to be. I don't know. I'm just roughly just.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I haven't got any tokens to represent them.
You could just draw little circles or something.
Are we?
You are one.
I'll be with you forever, baby. I can't see the map because this screen is smaller and all the portraits are just in my face.
You can zoom out.
There is a way of hiding portraits, but I can't remember how.
Oh.
Portraits,
I
photos.
think it's in the settings.
Yeah, go to the cog settings at the top right. Then near the very bottom, there's a chat avatars. It says player avatar size, and set it to name zone.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, thank you.
Oh man, I can't wait.
A real fight. No holds barred.
Sorry, hang on. Should have done this before, but I'm rubbish.
Alright, I moved myself so it doesn't look like I'm stuck to you.
You need to.
Right.
My real man.
Take my real man.
Hey guys, remember where we are?
Is it really a good idea for us to make a dinosaur?
Yeah.
I think I think do whatever you think is fun.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it.
We've been to this place before, haven't we?
We can deal with anything, right?
As long as the dinosaur's facing away from us, it's good.
Yeah.
Friendly dinosaur.
No, I don't think that's how polymorph works.
What?
I
Like
mean, can
Barney.
you polymorph yourself? Then you're in control of it.
Can do. I don't want to be a like T-Rex.
Yeah, we need spellcaster help here.
Oh Christ, look at these guys.
Hang on.
They're pretty big.
They're not that big. I just haven't got around to fucking.
They're pretty big. So we can take them, guys.
Do you remember the last time we were at this location?
Didn't this the place that like transported Kayla?
It's the place of all the wild magic.
Is it still around though?
Wait, wait a minute, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm in a. Oh no, did we did rest? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new day.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we're after a long rest.
For a moment there, I was like, oh yes, yeah, of course, because we got back to the thing, didn't we? Yes.
Except for those of us that wasted spells on a little kid.
Yes.
Worth it though.
So you might be mad if I accidentally kill some kids right now.
I don't think anyone will blame him. And if you do blame yourself, I've got a group you can go to talk about your problems.
I like how everyone else's silence speaks louder.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, at least you would know that you wouldn't be the first person on this stream to kill a kid.
Hey, I didn't kill those kids on purpose. They walked into that gas.
Ah, lady doth protest too much.
That's probably my favourite D&D moment.
What is that? What happened?
Cloud killed those two innocent children.
We couldn't see.
Wasn't
them.
that fun?
We did look and see whether they were in there. They were in a cauldron. Yeah.
They were hidden in a barrel or something, yeah.
Town kill.
I mean, what gets me is those were the kids we went there to rescue.
That's exactly correct, yeah.
Yeah. The moment when I was carrying their bodies out and their bodies vanished because I didn't have their bodies. Because we were going to try and revive them.
Oh, it was like a faith person, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we all kicked in the dick.
Oh, remember like when we met their father?
We're real heroes, we are.
All I know is
Big dumb heroes.
Real human beings.
How close are they to us? Is it on like I guess these squares are like 5 feet?
Yeah, they're 5 feet. I mean, I'll say that they're like menacing towards you. They're you know.
Sure.
They'll be within striking distance within moments. They're not like holding back. They're rushing to get you.
what's that be?
Pretty sure it's because we stole that sword. I mean, won that sword. Also,
Oh,
the
yeah?
oozes.
Yeah, the oozes, they must die. Death to oozes.
Sorry.
Use your
It's
oozes.
taking me fucking ages. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
They're just oozing confidence, you mean.
We.
Weeping oozes.
Um,
Oh, it's so
I guess as my like pre-action, Aaron, could I use True Sight to see how many of them are actually oozes?
Yes, you can do that if you want to, man.
Cool.
Oh, the T-Rex just run through. Or unless we get trapped in there with the T-Rex, that's probably bad.
Got Lil Uzi and Big Uzi.
So if I do that, then I don't have any actions with Rob. It's like, they're played as one, otherwise it's too powerful.
Look, darkness. Oh, more darkness.
I keep drawing shapes by accident.
Making shapes.
Okay, sorry. Who wanted to do what?
So,
I would like to. Which ones are the spellcasters? I guess this guy with
Well,
fire on his hand.
You don't know, but
Just guess.
Oh.
Just guess, Kat.
Okay,
The one with the big sword.
I'm just gonna go for some random ones then. I want to put it like.
just make it a perimeter. Don't do
Area of effect.
But it looks
Yeah,
so much
Alright,
like
we
a
don't
big
know, but a
scary
person did
hole.
just appear in a swirl of black smoke. There's a good chance that was a spell.
Yeah. Which one's that?
Oops.
that was the
Middle bottom.
middle bottom. I should have got a woman to represent that.
Power bottom.
It's fine, alright.
That's what I was thinking.
It looks
Nice.
suitably like dark mage looking enough.
That sounds like a great synth for you.
What? Power bottom.
Power bottom.
Bottom.
It sure is great.
It's just on
Yep.
synth.
I'm just gonna cast it to my right.
I love the idea that this magical darkness right next to you.
Nope!
And then someone just like comes straight out of it and attacks you.
I'm gonna move away from it.
Well, that's the point, because you'll be able to do that as well. Yeah.
This is where you need darkness in some sense. That'd be a powerful combination.
I have something up my sleeve.
Ooh.
Pliable.
Is it a hand?
I mean, it's very predictable.
Already guessed.
What could Kayla possibly pull out of her sleeve? I mean, I've never seen her say use
The hot dog.
fire magic.
A whip.
Could be anything. It'll be a water spell.
Yeah, turns out all this time she's had. You've got chromatic orb though, so you could do water.
I do have chromatic orb.
Alright, okay.
Are we ready? We're ready.
I'm ready. So you've cast darkness, you've enveloped the one that manifested out of black smoke and the armoured what looks to be like some kind of cleric from their raiment. So they're now in the dark.
Grog is larger.
Yeah.
So and he's taken a potion of frost drying strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it. Whatever, everybody's done something they wanted to do.
Yeah, Bramble was gonna quickly use True Sight to see how many of these were actually
Who's people, right?
not
Okay, so
Yeah.
as you like spin around like to take them all in, all of them appear to be exactly what they are. They all their physicality is solid and resembles exactly what they look like. To
even the kids.
Even the kids.
Even the kid that said to Camelin.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you say?
There's a much better way of finding out if people are oozes than cutting them open.
It's not like easy, doesn't it?
It's less
This
fun.
might very well have saved some poor innocent children's lives.
Oh no, I'm totally gonna kill these children.
Oh, we're still cutting them open.
Yeah, we're gonna cut down the next kid we see.
Yeah, that kid that pointed at Camelin, that guy's gonna get it first.
10% of them, and then we know roughly how many are going to be oozes. It's the only way to check.
So I say to the horses guys, the group, I'm like, none of these appear to be oozes or slime. They all appear to be as they are.
Fools.
Gog's raging as well, actually.
Okay. So that's everyone's good, yeah? So, Ezra, it is your go, first of all, in the initiative order, so... What, you know?
Okay then. To dinosaur or not to dinosaur?
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
All right. That
Champions
horse is becoming a dinosaur. So if it's an unwilling creature, it does get a wisdom saving throw. So I don't know how much this horse wants to be a dinosaur.
Okay, let's find
Do
out.
you have wisdom saving throws with horses to hand?
Why is the Horus?
So 10. So
We say nay.
it's kind
Definitely
of
a fair.
indifferent.
So this horse just like grows and grows and becomes this huge hulking lizard beast. Should it roll initiative?
I get, yeah. I don't know. What does it say in the description of that?
Of polymorph? Well, I think it assumes that anything on polymorphing has already rolled initiative, or we're not in combat. So it doesn't say anything about, because you can't turn a non-creature object into another creature. It has to be an animal.
I mean, if it's going to join the fight, it cannot be out of the initiative. That's just not how the game works.
No, that's right. So we'll have it roll initiative. And unfortunately, I haven't got a T-Rex prep, so let's just have this horse.
I can tell you the creature
fucking
stats.
big horse, man.
Make it massive, yeah.
Oh, can you change its color?
How big is the T-Rex? It's like that, isn't it?
Is it gigantic?
Oh shit!
It's huge in terms of creature sizes.
Huge as well.
I think it's even bigger than that. It'll be like hulking over everyone.
That's
When was
already
the last time you
many
watched
feet long. I think
Jurassic Park?
Huge beast.
suddenly T-Rex.
Let's just have it near Ezra for the time being.
Great.
Just
You're gonna need a
live.
big boat.
Okay, right. It's and I'll let you.
Do you want me to roll its initiative?
Yeah.
Wow. 1.
Oh,
It's a little dozy from having just changed into a T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
maybe it's not used to walking on two legs.
It is one of those.
Where'd you go?
Okay,
Yeah.
you
Big
control
horse.
the horse now, Mike. Do what thou wilt.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. And as a bonus action, I'm going to spur on. Let's go with Kayla. Let's and sort of shoulder to shoulder with Kayla. Let's do this. You have
Let's
what
go,
it's
girl.
called, Bardic Inspiration.
Okay,
Thanks.
Cray, it's your go. So
Okay.
you just seen this horse get transformed into a humongous reptile creature.
Wow.
You actually all
Mommy?
seen a T-Rex before,
Yeah.
but they're known more colloquially in the Forgotten Realms as thunder lizards, I think.
Yeah, I do have some strips of T-Rex hide in my bag.
Okay.
Kill the T-Rex.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's some teeth as well.
Yeah, oh, delicious. I guess.
I don't remember doing that.
I guess I attacked the nearest person, which is the wee white dwarf.
Okay. So you're gonna attack the wide dwarf.
I guess so.
All right, go for
As
it.
opposed to the thin dwarf.
Just call him thick
Oh, he's big.
with 3 C's.
I'm not wide. I'm thick.
Thick and juicy.
Get in my belly. Oh, shouldn't have eaten those tacos.
Oh no, Mexican food! Get an advantage.
I wrote it. What is it? 21.
21. That is a hit. So you just go like charging at this guy.
Let's get some pink action in here. That's 15 altogether. 6 of that is fire.
So 16, 5 fire, did you say? Or is that total?
That's total.
Okay.
6 of it, that's fire. And let me see. Should I do anything?
So you managed to break through his attempts to block your axe with his rapier and like penetrate the armour on his chest piece to draw some blood. First blood is yours.
Cool. I will use a special. I'll spend a superiority out. Where is it? D10 eager. Can you do wisdom save round?
Yep. Oh, that's terrible. That's a 6.
That's a failure.
Yeah.
You take an additional 6 damage.
Okay.
And he is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. So despite like him taking like that blow, having broken through his guard and wounded him, he's like, "Yeah, big pink bastard! I'll have your head on my wall yet." It doesn't seem like he's remotely intimidated.
I've got one last attack. 20, unnatural.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh! 17 slashing and 7 fire.
So what's that in total?
Didn't you say you rolled a natural 20? Is that?
No, he didn't. No.
Oh.
24.
24. That's a good hit. So you knock him back and slash another rent in his hide armor that draws more blood, and he's like, "Ah! No one's laid a hand on me in years. You are indeed a formidable opponent, but you'll fall to my blade."
That's 6 seconds.
Not even a woman.
No. It's bonus action.
I nod back in approval.
Okay, is that it for Cray Cray? It's Grog Bug.
Cool. I roll to attack.
Who are you attacking?
The big guy.
The Goliath.
Yeah, the one
gladiator that's coming at you.
I take it that's the big spike thing.
Yeah, I couldn't find a Goliath.
It's pretty scary.
It'll do.
18 to hit.
18 is a hit.
Good. Slashing damage, so I've got his Beast Slaying Bad blade.
Okay.
I'm attacking with that.
Yeah.
And 4 fire damage.
Ooh, okay.
Then I would like to attack him again. Yes. A million to hit, 26 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
Well. Oh no.
15 slashing damage.
Okay, so that hit, it with his shield, because he has a shield, he parries it just at the last moment before it's about to land.
What?
So.
Okay, that's fine. I will, undeterred by it, I'll make another attack
Okay.
as part of the Berserker.
Alright.
Not great. 16 to hit.
16 is a hit.
Oh, good. Alright, lucky.
16!
slashing damage.
Okay.
And 3 fire.
Okay. So.
Oh, and then add. I had 2 extra hits, so add another 2 slashing damage because I've taken that potion straight.
Yeah. So he staggers back slightly from the assault, even though he managed to deflect one of your attacks. He's like, "This will not stop me from retrieving what is owed.
I don't even know who you
What is mine?"
Leave me alone.
Okay, Bramble, your turn.
Cool. So the one just in front of me, my somewhat doppelganger. I'm gonna cast a insect plague.
Okay, which
So,
one? Which character do you say? Sorry, Bramble.
The one directly in front of me.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Cool. So a 20-foot radius just in front of me and Kayla. Set on a point you choose. It's basically a sphere with swarming locust. Since he's in that, he must make a stick. Oh, she, I guess. Yeah, she's the she. She must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, insect plague. So swarming. I'll just describe this.
21.
Swarming biting locust.
Sorry.
You fucked. So swarming biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The sphere spreads around corners. Sphere remains for the duration. So duration's 10 minutes.
Okay.
When the area appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much as a successful one. A creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time or ends its turn there. And there's also something about obscurity, like this area is classed as difficult terrain and is slightly obscured. So you make distant or range spells with disadvantage because it's obscured with insects.
Okay.
That makes sense. Hold on. No, let me just roll my damage. So
Circle on the map where you want it.
Yeah. Let me know where that is.
Give me a second.
You magic user.
So did 21 fail as a saving throw?
Mine, because it's proficient, because I do a proficiency bonus, it's 22.
Okay.
Really?
That seems a bit OP.
That's really high.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's my proficiency bonus plus my charisma.
Why do you add your proficiency bonus?
That's what my.
And you add that to 8, and you come out with 22.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're right. You do normally add proficiency bonus, but you add it to 8.
Oh, okay. I read the wrong one. I read a spell attack, but okay. Oh, okay, it passes. I thought you said 1, not 21.
No, 21.
All right, cool. So it takes half damage. So hold on.
Okay. Yep. Cool. So it still takes effect, like the swarm of locusts.
Yeah.
Is still. Yeah.
So, okay, cool.
Who just went doo? Or was it the dice that made this peak? Doo.
It takes 22 piercing damage.
22 piercing. Okay.
44 divided by 2.
Cool. So yeah, the insects assail well, you can't see them because they're still encased within this field of darkness. But you hear like the sound of the swarm manifest, and then slight as they're being bitten or stung by the creatures. Anything else, Bramble?
No.
Nope. Okay, Kayla, it's your turn.
Okay. So I was.
You're very quiet, Kat. I can't hear you.
Is that
very
better?
well.
Better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, thanks.
It's just because I moved the microphone away, so I'm used to it from eating. But okay, yeah. So I am going to do a fireball.
Okay.
So I'm
Of course.
gonna take a few steps back though first. You know.
And who are you focusing on?
I'm gonna be throwing it into the darkness.
Into the darkness. Okay.
I'm not sure
Burn
whether
all
this
all the
will.
little insects.
Oh, should I not do that then?
Mm.
It didn't say anything about the insects catching fire or
How long
anything.
does the insect thing last for?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, let's find out. I also don't know if this will dispel the darkness. It does say It says non-magical light can't illuminate it.
So
It shouldn't affect the darkness.
no, it shouldn't.
Okay. Okay, so let me just draw my. So.
Wow, that's a big fire circle.
Oh shit.
Holy.
Where's it going?
Right
minute you're
Trying to
all dying.
decide.
I don't like it.
It usually lands
To be
on
fair,
me.
I'm actually a bit closer to the.
It's usually on me.
I'm gonna throw it over here. So, I believe you guys, or those guys, need to take a read
So what is it?
a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Okay. So 9. So the one that's currently you can hear being assailed by the insect swarm fails to move out the way, being distracted, and
Just to clarify something, you know when it says a 5-foot or 20-foot sphere, is that the radius or is that the diameter?
Am I doing them too big?
Oh no, just because I was gonna make my sphere and I was like, wait a
They
minute.
normally
I don't
say 5-foot radius sphere,
It's usually radius, yeah.
but they normally say the word radius.
Yeah.
that
I'll
was a
double check.
17 cat. Was that a failure or a success for the other guy?
It has to beat 17.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
pass.
beats.
Yeah, equal or above. is
Okay, so
success.
it's the pass, but it still takes half damage.
Okay, so yeah, roll your damage. So
Well, I've not got enough d6s for this.
you hear them scream as the flames manifest within the darkness. But so the insect swarm it's magical. So is that affected by flame or?
It doesn't say.
I'd say it would be.
Yeah, it's magically summoned.
Yeah, I'd say they've just been like disintegrated by the flame.
Ah.
Oh. I can't just like side eye
one of the
Kayla.
bugs fly out of the darkness, smoking like.
Well, Roman literally just side eyes Kayla and he's like, for fuck's sake.
I said it was predictable. So it was 29 total fire damage. So half that if they passed. So maths. 14 if you round up.
Here I was trying to make a cool circle on the map, only for it to never fucking exist. Literally by the next turn.
Teamwork.
Yeah, you hear them howl and scream as they are evidently being immolated by the fire. And you can see like the flames licking out like above and around the circumference of the darkness that's concealing them as well. So it's like a weird overlay effect of flames every now and then, suddenly like flickering out from.
It's like a broken shader.
Anything else, Kayla?
I think that's all I'll do this
Yep.
turn.
Okay.
Let me just check my position. I might just scoot back slightly
Alright.
further.
So Sith, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, well, Sif is going to join in with Cray Cray to take down the white boy.
Okay.
Unless... Yeah, nah, fuck it. Let's take this bastard down. So, yes, I had time to get my equipment from the cart. So I have my spear with me.
Yep.
And I also used one of the abilities of my of what I'm wearing.
Oh, the super monkey.
Yeah, which increases my AC and damage. So I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. Let's see how bad they fucked this up. Right, so I'm gonna start just slashing at the guy with my stabbing at the guy with my spear.
Okay.
And let's see. How is actually no, wait, that's 24. That's definitely a hit, right?
Yeah, that's a hit, Pat. Definitely.
Cool. Let me now quickly find a D12 and a D4, which I can't fucking find right now. Oh, here we go. Cool. Yes. So I stab him in the side as he's being distracted by Cray Cray's
All right.
pink shenanigans.
Yeah. So.
Because I'm a cowardly monk. And he takes 13 slashing.
13 slashing.
Yep. And 1 radiant damage.
Yep.
Cool. And so I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna give him a good old stab. And that's a fucking nut 20.
Hey!
Whoa. This bitch is going down.
Also, an advantage thing. You roll maximum damage in one die.
So it's the maximum damage dice that your weapon would do. Then you roll double your damage dice and add that to that.
Wait, what?
So your maximum die damage.
Okay.
You roll 2 dice, and as well.
Okay, so if my if my die is a D12, then it's 12 plus 2 rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Then,
all right.
Then plus your bonuses.
Oh, this is gonna be good then.
You don't double your bonuses. You just.
Cool. 4 dice. Fuck. Okay. So it's 12, 18 slashing.
Yeah.
18 slashing and no wait, not 18. Not 18, sorry. 23 slashing. And 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
Yes. And is he still standing?
Yeah, he's still standing.
Okay, well then I'm gonna sacrifice a key point. I'm gonna sacrifice a key point, and I am going to start punching the shit out of him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend a key on flurry of blows, and which gives me 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Which are now D10s. So the first one is 21 to hit, which I assume is a hit.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Okay. And he takes 6 unarmed damage. magical unarmed damage.
6 unarmed.
Yes. So like bludgeoning, I suppose.
Yep. Anything else?
No. Oh yeah, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
How is 12 for a hit?
12 is a miss.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, then I can't do the stunning strike. I don't think. Cool. That's me.
All right. So, as the dwarf takes it, he's like, "Ah," he's like, 2 on 1 is not fair. And he looks over to his green-skinned, pointed-eared, goateed companion, and he's like, "Get this flea off my back!" So the green-skinned guy in the martial pose is like, and then like advances towards you, Sif.
Oh no.
And is going to make an attack.
On Sif.
Yep.
Unfinished monkey business.
Actually. Oh God, why am I rolling so bad? That's awful. So its first strike misses you as you see it coming, and you're warned by the dwarf's shout for assistance. And then the next strike, oh sugar.
Yeah, this dwarf ain't the smartest tool in the cupboard. I butchered that.
I've got it. And that was a 20 as well, you know, on the floor. That was a 20. This is actually a 12, so both of them miss. So,
fuck you!
Yeah.
Humble monk says fuck you.
I'm no humble monk.
Damn.
He got kicked out of his bunkery.
I'm wise as shit.
So what can I do?
I just like, who would find it? Fucking T-Rex just off to the right.
Like, no way.
Thanks for
Doing
that.
match at the moment. And like 6 seconds later, like,
Oh my God, he's killed all the kids.
We're all there.
So it makes 2 more attacks at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Okay. Assistant little creature, ain't he?
So 16, is that a hit?
Nope.
Damn it! One more, it goes to like kick you. And
Keep missing, buddy.
you do not know the way of the key.
17, is that a hit?
Nope.
God damn!
Whoa.
Monks have got really fucking high AC.
I'll give you a hint. You gotta get over 20 to hit me right now.
What?
They've got good AC.
Okay. Right. So that's its go over. Then the dwarf, like seeing that you've been distracted, focuses its attention back on Cray Cray, and it's like, now it's my turn.
Okay.
So it raises its sword and like swings at you to attack. That's terrible. 16 is a miss, and it gets
Who are
another
these
one.
amateurs you brought with you?
Should I?
We didn't even
18.
18 hits.
riposte.
Can I riposte the previous weapon?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So what are you doing?
18 hits, right?
Yes, it does.
Seven. 15.
15 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all blood? What is it?
5 of that was fire. The rest was slashing.
What was so?
10 slashing, 5.
Okay. Okay. But I get to roll my damage. So, what was that? 2d6, okay. 14 slashing damage from the first strike, then it makes another attack. Uh, 20, it's like nearly 30, that's a hit. So that is 25 slashing on that one. So make another 2 more attack. No, 1 more attack. That is 19. Is that a hit? Okay. .24 slashing. And then it's like, I'm not done yet. And he like redoubles himself. He's like, I've got another in me. And he makes another attack on you. And that's
I have another in me sometimes.
So as he reaches his sword back behind him, he accidentally stabs his monk counterpart in the arm. What an idiot.
Natural 20 cuts his head off.
So that's 4. The monk's like, ah! And suddenly distracted by that blow out of nowhere and takes.
I can't believe.
So, Sif, you're surprised to see that this opponent of yours is suddenly.
Sorry, I missed that. Or you broke up. Could you repeat it from the beginning?
What?
Stabbed his mate.
Oh yeah, the dwarf fumbled on one of his attacks against Cray Cray, accidentally stabbed the monk that you're engaged with.
Oh, nice.
Dealing him like he maimed him.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, but everyone else in the house is using the internet, and it's a bit laggy, so I just missed what the first bit you said earlier. But
no worries.
But yeah, that's cool. So that gives me an advantage against that guy later.
Oh, I shouldn't use that. Fuck. And I'm going to use this.
He's using things. He's doing it. He's doing it.
So, and after the dwarf's like, oh, shite. He's like, and this energy like seems to ripple over the surface of his body, and you see the exposed wounds that you caused visible through his rent armor. Like some of them begin to seal up. Like
it's over 9,000.
Yeah.
What's this?
So that's gone and that's gone. Right, it's now the wizardly-looking type's go, who is standing like across from Boggart, and I've got none of these prepared.
He casts death ray. He kills 3 of us.
It disintegrate.
I'll never do it again.
Yeah, you won't, because you get disintegrated.
You won't, but I might.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
It's alright, you didn't cut it out for us.
Oh my god. feel like I'm moving like a tortoise today.
If Pat says
Okay.
disintegrate 3 times, his disco
So,
disintegrates.
He raises his hands like David Lopan in Big Trouble in Little China, and he's like, and this blast of cold energy like erupts from his fingers and engulfs. Which of you are in the radius here? Let's have a look.
Quickly catch it and throw it back at him.
That's all the reflexes.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat!
So it would be probably.
Hot Chocolate Express.
It probably would just be Bog and Grog. 60-foot cone though, so that's
gonna hit.
that's gonna get
That's
gonna get Bog and Grog. That's gonna get pretty much all of you actually. So yeah, can you all of you roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, get in my lucky dice.
16.
60.
Yeah, I can't remember what this one was. The other one was bad. Watching. I get to reroll that.
20 und 2.
Oh, 19, sorry.
Nat 20.
Rumble got 19 as well.
So, who? Anybody got below 17?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both Bog and Grog.
So,
Yep.
I'm gonna do a roll just to see whether I keep concentration.
okay.
Yes.
So.
Oh, God, I don't like that. That's
Ridiculous. 10d8. 10d8.
Cold? Get out of here.
Ah, but you don't know what spell slots I've got.
Can you guys still see and hear me? Because I keep cutting
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps cutting out for me.
Yeah, we can still see you and hear you.
Look at me.
Oh.
Look at him.
He's in too much space.
Look.
Oh.
Face. Oh, gamer. My face. Look at me, milk.
You take.
Look at me, milk
You
my
take
prostate.
37 points of cold damage as the blast hits you. So those of you that rolled below 17 take 37.
Cold is nice.
And those
I
of you
think that's
that-
just
I'll make a
Ezra?
Constitution saving throw against concentration.
and those of you
That's
that,
no longer a T-Rex.
okay. It's just a normal horse.
Back to just a horse.
It didn't even get to fight.
Didn't even get a turn.
I hate D&D now.
In fact, I would say that horse is dead.
Yeah.
That horse
is
dead.
frozen to solid, and then the weight of its own body
One
encased
dead
in the
horse.
ice causes it to shatter into like horse.
I didn't mean to do this to you, horse.
You
Hey,
killed a
man.
horse.
Penny, no!
So Cole and the Dung Sweepers are all also that they take cover behind the car and only suffer like some mild
Oh, fuck.
injuries.
Oh, nah, if they hurt the Dung Sweepers, we're gonna have to kill them, guys. It's like, this is
You
disintegrate.
kill my you help my friends, I kill you.
So Cole is like, "Fuck it hell! It killed Dobbin!"
Those that succeed, we take half.
Yeah, so you take 19. So 37 for failures, 19 for.
Okay, so wait, so if you rolled over 17, you take half.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to kill this guy.
The one we neglected.
I don't have
And then it draws a long dagger from one of the folds of its robe and points it at you, your back, Bogger, but you're completely unaware of this, and then flings it at you. So let's see if it hits or not. It's at 12.
That doesn't hit.
Damn! It hit the other dice in the tray. But you feel the wind of this dagger like fly past your head, and you see this dart like just fall to the floor a short distance away from you onto the flagstones and cobblestones rather. Okay, so that's that guy's go. What else can I do? Let's see. What other madness can I inflict upon you? So, stepping out of the darkness, the macabre-looking figure that manifested in a pall of black smoke, like they're singed and slightly blackened from the flame attack, and they look at you, Kayla, and they're like, "You bitch! I want to pay that
Oh
in
shit!
kind."
Oh, that was mean.
Some fighting words.
So, ooh,
You,
what can I do?
you
What can I
cock
do?
jockey.
Quickly
Damn.
cast
I mean,
Mystic.
there's nothing wrong with
Just
that
record.
if that's what you're into.
That's a compliment, though.
All right. Ooh. Okay. So, let's see how this goes.
Kelly takes 400 damage. Are you alive?
Oh, I'm dead.
My armor is.
It's just spinning. Goes.
I just need to figure out how this works. It's been a while.
Fingernails are still there.
So she elongates one black-clawed, like dark-skinned hand
Finger of death!
towards you, Kayla, and she's like, ah! And you feel this energy like course over you and sicken you. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is that the Lich's finger?
Get that finger away from me.
I do not consent!
I do not consent to the finger.
No fingering.
No
Oh,
fingering,
sorry.
please.
I'm sorry.
I rolled
It's
a
too
19.
easy.
Don't worry, I've got my fist.
What did you get?
19.
Oh, you're good. Damn you.
Ah.
You don't want to get hit by that. It's nasty.
Yeah, whatever the fuck
Okay.
that was.
So you managed to like
No
use
fun
your
for
own
you.
magic to like resist and partially dispel some of the effect upon your body, but you're still going to
I
take.
do not consent.
Yeah. Oh my god. Ugh. Maths is hard when you're ill.
Who would have thought that by choosing to play D&D, you'll actually have to do maths?
This isn't what I signed up for.
That motherfucking wizard is gonna die.
Curse you, Gary Gygax!
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Not good.
83 in total, so that's halved. Hang on.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That would be
a lot of
like
damage.
90% of my total health.
It's
Fuck,
time to
man, what did you hit
Yeah,
you
so
with?
you take
Tried to
42
finger
points
me.
of necrotic damage.
Thanks, fun.
Oh,
42 points of necrotic damage.
you're so almost certainly going to fail concentration on the darkness.
And then
Oh, yeah.
she
Are we getting
rushes at you, brushing past Bramble, and swings up that double-headed like dragon skull object, which you, as you see it coming towards you, you realise is obviously some form of mace. And
That looks sick. Let's have that when we win.
Yeah, man, I want that.
Wagsy.
that's a
I
20
got
to
shotgun.
hit. 20 to hit, and you take an additional. Oh, it's only one. That's okay.
Whose idea was it to like try and reason with them?
It's too late for that.
Ezra's like, let's try and reason with them. Oh, guys.
Excuse me.
He's summoned a T-Rex.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from the blow, and then flames.
T-Rex was my chief negotiator.
Then flames erupt from the muzzle of the dragon skull heads on the top, and they also
dude, that thing sounds
burn
cool.
you with fire. But you don't.
I'm
do half
resistant
fire
to
damage.
fire.
Okay,
I'm resistant to fire.
resistant.
So I think that means half.
So it's 11 fire, so 6 fire.
6, okay.
And that's their go over with. I'll just have them next to you there because they've rushed up to you. And then also running out of the darkness, smoking.
Did you do a con save, Cat, the darkness?
Oh yeah, to see if it dispels.
Oh, yeah.
Concentration.
Ooh. Constitution, is it? Or what?
Concentration.
What do I roll for it?
A concentration roll is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool.
Although I don't know if it counts as a saving throw. I think it might do. Yeah.
Okay, well I rolled 16.
16. Well, isn't it your spell save DC?
It's half of the damage.
Half?
So that's what it was, more than 32 damage, wasn't it?
Yeah. So failed. That's gone then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get rid of it.
Okay, thanks, Kat. So the war priest is suddenly revealed, like smoking, and she. I couldn't find a woman, so you're just gonna have to imagine this tiefling is has got boobs. It could be a woman.
I have the same issue, Aaron.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So it runs up to the up to Bramble, with obvious evil intent. Still, elements of them still aflame though, because they're a tiefling. They don't look scorched or blistered by it. And what can they do? Let's see. What's really nasty?
What? Hold up.
What's really nasty?
Okay.
I should always start with disintegrate. That's my problem. I give Grog some airtime, and he screws me.
So they cast their hand out, and suddenly you feel yourself, the area around you, Bramble, becoming intensely hot, and then suddenly a column of fire swirls up out of the ground and begins to engulf you. Like, can you do a?
Which one was this?
This was the cleric that was in the darkness.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So do a dexterity saving throw for me, please, Bramble.
Yeah, cool. 17.
17. God damn you. Yeah, you pass.
Oh,
You're only going to take half.
Oh, fuck.
Desperate struggle for survival today.
12.
This is bad.
So you take 7 fire and 4 radiant. 7 fire and 4 radiant as you're scorched by this column that engulfs you.
The flashing bands.
And then they bring their own like blunt ended maul up and swing it at your head in an attack.
The riders of the storm.
The riders of the storm.
15 is a miss, isn't it, on you? Is that right?
1 second.
I've
It's
got
a
your
miss.
stats
Fuck you.
Do it again. He didn't see you this time. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Doing?
Nothing?
That's a hit, isn't it, on you? Yeah.
No, it's a miss.
No, it's
My
a
armor
miss.
class is 17.
17. Okay, so like you despite being like on fire and burning, you see this object come through the wall of flames, and you duck just in time to avoid it clubbing you around the head. Okay, so that's their turn over with. Now the enlarged Goliath that's facing off against Grogget is going to take his turn. He roars like, I will have what is mine! Over your dead body I will retrieve what belongs to me! Rightfully!
Give him the sword!
So that is that's a 13. That's a miss. Yeah. So the first attack misses.
Quit it.
Second attack 17.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So manages to like just impale you. That is what is that?
I haven't got your sword. I'm holding it in my hand.
So you take 11 points of piercing damage from the first attack, and it's got one more.
Oh yeah, I just gave myself some health.
18.
Yeah, that
Yeah. So you take 9 points of piercing damage from the next attack. And that's it. So, oh wait, no, it isn't. No. I should have rolled one extra die for each of those attacks. How many times did I hit you?
Twice.
Was it twice?
Yeah.
So you take an additional 9 points of piercing damage. Okay. Now the refined-looking, like half-elf, possibly looking gentleman that's been holding back all this time, observing, steps towards Ezra and draws a sword, and says, "Looks like it's me and you, my fellow fine follower of fashion.
I like this.
So I think your outfit needs a trim or two." And he makes an attack.
They call me the barber.
So as he lunges, I'd say more dignified by twice than your manger facial scruff, and that'll be cutting words. So I'd like you to subtract. What is it?
I feel attacked, Mike.
Yeah, subtract a D8 from your attack.
Okay. Oh God, what is this?
Riders off the storm.
The storm.
So 22 is a hit.
Was that subtracting D8?
Oh, from the roll. Okay.
Yeah, you subtract D8 from the roll.
Oh, that's definitely not a hit.
It's probably still going to hit.
17 minus 8 is 11. So.
Did you roll a D8?
No, sorry. 6 minus 6, so 12. Is that still a hit?
A 12 isn't. So you did your regular roll and then subtracted D8, yeah?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that misses.
Yeah, that's a miss.
So, then he does like some extreme like flourish with the blade, like spinning around to dizzying and distracting you from where the hit is going to come from. That's fucking jacked. 25. That's a hit, isn't it? So when he does this, he can move around you as part of this flourish move that he does. So he attacks you from the front, and then the move causes him to spin around the side of you and also deal damage to to the person behind him as well. So
how much was done to me then?
hang on a moment. You take 8 points of slashing damage, and Kayla takes 3 points of slashing damage as well, as the blade also nicks you as he swings it around to attack Ezra.
That's like better version of us.
What's wrong?
Wait till I hit back.
Oh man. I think we chose the wrong opponents.
Can I swap? Can I swap? I have 2 attacking me.
Dozy Do, switch your partner.
Okay, Dozy Do. Now it's back to Ezra, so it's your turn, top of the round.
All right. I have one thing you lack, and that is divine justice on my side. And I'll swing back with my sword and use, well, if I hit with it. Oh, it's got to be a hit. I rolled a 19. It's a plus a bunch.
That is a hit. That's exactly the hit
Lovely.
that you needed.
So as my sword strikes down, it glows with radiant energy, charging it with greater force.
What do you get?
Sorry, I've got to work out how many extra d8s I roll. Let's just go with 8 extra. Sorry. Yeah, 8 extra d8s. I think I can do more. That's the crazy thing. I think I can do 10, but let's just go. That's 36 damage.
Okay. Wow.
Of which some of it was slashing. I don't know whether that matters.
No. Okay.
And then if he's ready for more, I'll follow up with another attack if he's still standing.
How much was the damage, sorry?
30.
What did I say? 36? Something like that.
So
that is not such a good
You have
roll.
ruined my vest! You shall pay for this in coin and in blood!
In that order.
So that was a 17 to hit.
17 is a miss.
Okay. So he obviously saw my second one coming there.
Yeah. He's like, huh! And just like deftly maneuvers his slim frame out of the way of the tip of the blade. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, I could do. Let's do a bonus action. Who wants some?
Some
Who's
healing.
feeling inspired?
Oh,
No, inspiration.
Oh, you already inspired me before, so I still got.
I inspired Kayla.
It was me.
Let's do Bramble.
Cheers, me dears.
Do your best.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Cray, your turn. Round 2.
Dun, dun,
Roll.
dun, 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 dun.
Let's see if I can do this. 21. To hit.
21. I believe that is a hit. Yeah, 21 is a hit.
Do my damage, and I might do a disarming attack. So 22 with the axe, and then it's fucking lame.
Okay, sorry, what was that? What did you roll to hit? Was that the first attack?
22 to hit.
22 to, yeah.
Or 22 damage.
That was 20 damage.
22 damage. Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Can you do a strength saving throw?
Yep. So that's 19.
Oh, you succeed. It's alright, don't worry.
Yeah.
You just take 1 extra damage anyway.
Okay.
So nothing happens.
Okay.
I've got 2 more attacks. I'll just go straight up attacks.
So
17.
17 is a miss.
Okay. 1 more hit then.
Okay.
I'm only 17. Plus
Yeah, I mean,
27.
Okay, so I'm going to add 5 to my AC. 27, did you say? Fuck me, no, I'm not. Okay, you take the hit. He takes the hit. Yeah, no damage.
Oh, that's crap. 6 slashing and 5 fire.
Okay. Right, is that it for Cray Cray or anything else? Yeah. Bloody hell. Okay. Grogget Boggett.
Bog turns towards the wizard.
Yeah.
And can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay. Oh, natural 20. Plus 2, 22.
Yeah, he saves and nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Nuts.
And then Grog, as a bonus action, is gonna keep attacking the big guy.
Yep.
Shit, that was a great for that failed. Oh, 15 to hit.
15 is a miss.
Oh man, oh man!
Oh, jeez.
Is that it?
He's like, oh
No.
no.
Nothing else?
No.
Okay. Bramble, your turn.
Sure. I wanna cast Blight on this fucker in front of me.
Okay.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yep.
Sir.
That's a 10. Failed.
Oh, that's a fail. So it takes 88 necrotic damage. Thirteen necrotic damage.
Oh, actually, I can add 10 to a saving throw. So what did I roll?
10.
So that will be 20. So forget that. Sorry. So that's.
Sorry, not sorry.
I've used that ability though, so that was a one-time only. Anything else?
How much did I say was the damage?
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Roll it again. Just roll it again.
Okay.
Because it's half on a success, isn't it?
Yeah, it was half. Yeah.
No,
it was high because 88.
It was like 30 something, 33.
Yeah. I'll just roll it again. Yeah.
We'll do all your turns and then we'll pause and resume next session.
18, 19, 24. So half 32.
Okay, so 16.
Yes.
60.
Okay, so what was that attack?
That's blight.
Like,
Necrotic.
so yeah, you are already like blackened, blistered skin from Kayla's attack. The areas where the wounds are visible of her otherwise almost completely covered skin, you see them start to like fester and blacken and start to open into sores. and she's like, so she's looking a lot more diseased and disgusting than she did previously.
Cool. I'm gonna attack her with my fucking pitchfork.
Okay.
Kill the witch.
That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Nice. She takes 7 piercing damage as well. Like,
Okay.
Shop at Home Depot.
So as she's surprised as you impale her her side with one of the prongs, she's like,
This is really adding insult to injury.
oh, it says here.
Well, like adding
pitchfork.
injury to injury.
Yeah.
I am not a bale of hay.
You soon will be.
Kayla,
It
your
says here
turn.
pitch.
Oh, it's
Oh.
my turn. Okay. I'm quite injured. So what am I gonna do? I mean, I could just do another fireball. Where is everyone at the moment? Okay, a bit close together. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
not.
you're kind of surrounded.
Okay, I'll go for something.
Just get it on us.
No, I'm not gonna. In that case, then I'm gonna do my scorching rays, and I'm gonna do it at 4th level, so I can do 4 rays instead. I'm just gonna put them all into the witch lady because I don't like her.
Okay.
Hopefully. Brain rolling.
Might die.
You're not gonna be late for your train.
24 to hit.
Just your blank staring mask. Like when I looked up then. Like, we could really die. I'm sorry. Go on. I snotted on camera.
Although it's real, we could die.
Sorry, what did you say, Kat?
24 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit. Roll your damage.
Cool. 6 fire damage.
What was it?
6 fire
There's
damage.
no way I could do this without it being gross.
It's cool, don't worry. 6.
6, did you say?
Yeah. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fire,
10
did you
fire
say?
damage.
Fire damage, it is, isn't it?
Fire,
Scorching.
yeah. These are all I'm putting them all into.
So, like, what the small part of her jaw that's visible through this, what looks like a leather face mask, which is also now scorched and blackened, that most of that gets like burnt away and sears into the flesh of her face, and you can see that what was covered by the leather mask, so her face has been skinned all the way up from like the top of her nose, like, and bottom of her eyes, so it's like exposed flesh, and she's like as that sensitive skin is
Oh, I see.
is burnt.
She needs to moisturize.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's some Vaseline.
She says,
You will be my focus for pain.
then is that it for you, Kayla?
Well, I'm still doing my raise, so did you get that second one?
Oh, all right.
10.
Oh, bloody hell.
But that was 10 for the second ray, 10 fire damage.
10 fire. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing good here. Yeah.
Okay, third one. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, yeah, another 10 fire damage.
All right.
I'm rolling well good.
Yep.
And the last one, 19 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, baby. That was 7 fire damage.
Okay.
I'm just going.
Yeah, so at each successive hit, she's gradually, her skin is gradually like like being charred on the bone of her skull, and you start to see it start to split and sear away, revealing like white bone beneath, and she's just like.
I can give it 2, girl.
See, we're all white
and
on
some
the
of her
inside.
clothing is just like burnt to cinders, and it's like being reduced to ash that's just like flaking off away from her. So more of her body is being revealed from what's been destroyed of her garments and armor, and you can see that just like the upper half of her face, like areas of her skin of her arms and part of her abdomen that's been revealed, this flesh has also been skinned away from her body there as well. Before you then start to cauterize it with your attacks. So she just looks like a big burnt scab at the minute.
She's like a
Sith, it's your go.
jerky.
Is that
Oh,
it for
hold
you,
on. I
Kate?
wanted to. Yeah, can I just use my bonus? I'm
Yeah.
just going to take. Because as a bonus action, I can take up to 2 swigs of my Canteen of Healing, so I'm going to
Nice,
do
yeah,
that.
go for it. So, Sith, yeah, your turn.
Okay, so I turn around to the monk who was harassing me.
Yeah.
I take my attention away from the dwarf, which I think is fine. That's not disengaging because I'm engaging a second enemy. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I look him down, up and down, and just decide to stab his shit. I'm a simple man with a simple plan, and ooh yeah, I hit him. Well, it's 26 to hit.
26 to hit is a hit. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Okay. So that guy takes 7 piercing damage.
Yeah.
3 radiant.
7 piercing. Yeah, I was going to say.
Hmm. Do we have to set ourselves for an intermission because Max has to?
It's fine. We'll finish goes.
We're just finishing the round.
I'm going to reduce that damage by a D12. What did you do?
Why?
What damage did you do? Sorry.
Oh, it was 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Yeah.
And 3 radiant.
No, you know what? I'm not. Fuck it. I'll take it. 7 piercing, 3 radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
And that's 28 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And that is 10 piercing and 3 radiant.
What was the piercing?
10.
10. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to spend another key point. And do some unarmed attacks on him. Is 18 hit?
That's a miss.
18 is a miss.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, not 20.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
So that's okay. So that's 10. 10 plus 8 plus 7. So that's 15, 25 plus 4, 20. That's 29 magical blunt damage.
Okay, I'm gonna reduce that. 29 magical.
Okay, but okay.
So 29 minus 6, so it's 23. So yeah.
Okay, and also I'm gonna spend another key point, and I need you to do a con save for me.
Okay. So that's 14.
You're stunned.
Okay. Yep.
And that's me.
All right. Okay. So with that blow finally like stunning his almost like twisted mirror image opponent, we'll end the session there. So and resume next week, which will hopefully give me a bit more time to prepare.
These guys hit hard.
Yeah,
These guys are
me and
tough
Mike aren't
cookies.
here next week, but
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should have a break then, because this is kind of like a big climactic battle, and
Big
we
moment,
might
is it?
need to use.
So is it both you and Mike that are away?
Yeah, but I guess you guys carry on without.
yeah, I don't mind that, but obviously.
But it means somebody's got to play your characters.
Yeah, we need your characters in.
I mean, my thoughts is these guys are quite tough.
Yeah, the way that this encounter is balanced, I can't. You will die if you don't all
I think I'm gonna die anyway.
pull your weight.
I mean, do you guys want to play something else next week then? Maybe we could like stream some video.
Yeah, we could do. We could try something else, because it would be nice to have you guys here for this.
Yeah, I think
But just before you all go, the kids hurl a number of projectiles at you all,
No.
and you take.
And they're accurate enough not to hit the other guys.
So do dex saving throws for me, please.
2 dex saving throws.
No, just a dex save.
Oh, critical fail. That's a 1. Do I headbutt it?
You're 3.
26.
Okay. So anybody that got lower than 15, you were going to take 17 points of piercing damage.
17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and everybody
Someone
else
remind me
that's-
next week. I'm gonna fuck these kids up.
And everyone that saved takes half of that, because it's impossible to avoid these entirely, because it's just an absolute.
Does
barrage.
yeah? I guess mirror images wouldn't help because they're just hitting everywhere, right?
Yeah.
In fact, do they dispel my mirror images?
They might disrupt them and reveal that one of your mirror images, that they are mirror images. So.
Okay, I will consider that dispelled.
Just make a note of that. Yeah. Okay,
It's,
so
easy,
that's-
it's easier to forget it's happening than it is to remember I've got mirror image. I forgot to mention it when that guy was attacking me, but
So on that note, you've been pelted again and are still fighting off against your what look to be like twisted alter egos of each of you.
Fuck you, kid!
So yeah,
Get in the bin.
Thanks
In
for
a
playing,
metaphorical
everyone.
sense.
Thank you.
And thanks to anybody that watched.
Can't believe I missed Bob.
Has anyone got anything they want to promote or raise awareness about? Pardon me.
you need to do your book, your thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've always got something to talk about. So, the new D&D anthology that I wrote an adventure for and edited and contributed some design work to, Blood Ties Volume 1 Bloodstained, is available on the DM's Guild. There's 12 adventures in there, over 30 monsters, tons of NPCs and new magical items. All of the adventures that are a part of this anthology are great, and it's well worth the money that you're paying for it. And if you click the link in the item description, there's a $2 discount for the first 50 purchases. So get on it if you haven't already bought it. And all support, such as reviews, promotion, would be appreciated, as well as purchasing. So yeah, Blood Ties Volume 1 Bloodstained, available on the DM's Guild now, and some of the Misfits did artwork for it as well. So you know, you'll be helping to support all of our endeavours and creativity. And also, my other adventures are also on the DM's Guild, Fox and the Fae and Craftmas with Gremlins. So if you're feeling super generous, buy them as well, because that'll help me not starve.
Or if you live Christmas all year
yeah.
round.
Yeah, and the Misfits did art for some of those as well. Okay, so we'll be back next week with something else, because we'll be taking a break, because a lot of us will be away. So we'll figure that out, and we'll let all of you know. So bye bye, cheerio, until next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Max.
Okay, thanks. Bye.